One, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2, 1 2.
Good morning. I am Nicole Holt, Director of School Operations and Student Experience and Support at the University, and I'd like to warmly welcome you all to this University of Salford graduation ceremony. We've already had a proposal this morning, so I have a feeling it might be an eventful one. We'll try and live up to that. Happily, she said yes. Congratulations to you both. Okay, so before the ceremony starts, I have a few requests. Firstly, can I ask that you wear a face covering unless medically exempt for the duration of the ceremony, unless you are outside of the hall. Graduates, you'll be able to remove your face covering before you come up on stage and will be prompted when to do so. This year, instead of shaking the hand of the presiding officer, you will doff. This means a nod of your head as you cross the stage. Just to make that really clear, you'll be invited up. You don't need to bring your hat. You leave that on your seat. You only need that at the end. As you're invited to come up across the stage, walk to the presiding officer. Instead of reaching out your hand to shake, just nod your head and she will bow her head back to you. Okay? That clear? Yeah, good. Okay. Can I also ask that you remain seated throughout the ceremony as a courtesy to other guests, so that they're not being disturbed or having their view blocked? Also, can I ask everybody to switch off their mobile phones right until the end? And finally, I have a message from our alumni team. From the video that you've just watched, you will see that your relationship with the university does not end today. In fact, it's only just beginning. You are now a member of a global alumni community of over 190,000 graduates. Salford graduates go on to achieve amazing things, making a difference in all walks of life, from politics, industry, the arts, scientific discovery, to serving our communities through the health service, in schools and in public service. We would love for you to keep in touch with us so that we can share in your life's journey and achievements, but also to ensure that you're kept up to date with the latest benefits and services available to you. As you cross the stage today, we'll be recording you, and you will receive an email from us in the next couple of days inviting you to download that clip of yourself. That's just a little gift to say thank you for agreeing to let us stay in touch. The ceremony will now begin. For those of you who are able, please stand for the entrance of the academic procession.
I declare this congregation open to present the awards of the University of Salford. Please be seated.
Graduands and distinguished guests, please welcome Professor Alan Walker, Dean of the School of Arts and Media and Creative Technology.
Vice-Chancellor, graduands, distinguished guests. After almost 2 years of the pandemic, it is a great pleasure to be able to welcome you in person. Graduands, you will receive your degrees supported by friends and family, and we, as part of the wider academic community, acknowledge your achievement and celebrate your success. I want to say 3 things to you this morning. The first is about adaptability. The second is having confidence in your creativity. And the third is about developing your networking skills. The first concerns the power of being adaptable. We know how hard-won your academic success has been, and you will all have stories about the challenges you have overcome during the pandemic. The pandemic, of course, is not over. It has resurged in Europe, and currently, of course, we are confronted with the Omicron variant. So now, or shortly after, is the time to reflect on your studies and to consider the ways in which you have adopted hybrid methods in the past 18 months and how you can continue to develop these as survival strategies to produce new work. Your ability to maintain and evolve these approaches will remain essential for your future professional success in what is likely to become an increasingly chaotic and unpredictable global environment. My second point focuses on building your creativity. Being creative requires a different way of looking at the world, one in which received ideas and stereotypes are constantly challenged, in which there is high risk of failure, and which self-reflection and criticism go hand in hand with rigorous application of method. This is a tiring business. It is also often a traumatic process which challenges self-confidence and motivation. All of you will have experienced ennui or worse as the downside, as well as the magic of creating something new. The actress Dame Helen Mirren, in a famous interview for The Stylist magazine, described how she has struggled with issues of self-esteem on a daily basis for years. She commented on how she often feels a lack of worth when in the company of her peers, yet she knows this is also an important stimulus for her creativity. Please remember, you have proved your worth as practitioners, and you need to use the more destructive challenges you will continually face to inform and develop your creativity. There have been many recent and wonderful examples of your work, and I want to mention a couple of highlights. The first, Made in Salford, is a new collaboration between Harvey Nichols Manchester and BA Fashion Design, which provides students with the opportunity to make and sell one-off garments as part of the specially created Harvey Nichols Made in Salford brand. Situated across 2 floors of the store, Made in Salford opened in September to significant press coverage across the fashion industry. Sade Mika, a fine art alumna, has achieved extraordinary success recently. Selected as part of the prestigious Jerwood Art Survey programme in 2021, showing new work as part of Lean at Kunsthall Stavanger in Norway. The exhibition has also recently been shown in New York at the Studio Museum in Harlem. These successes lead me to my third and final point about connectivity and networking. While your skills are essential in the creative sector, they're also increasingly sought in almost every other part of the British economy. In construction, the service and leisure industries, in health, and there is also growing demand for more socially engaged practice. There is opportunity for you to shape and transform our society. But to do this, you need the confidence to communicate, socialize, and build networks. I'm minded of the example of Charlene White, the brilliant ITV News at 10 anchor, who in a recent interview for Black History Month described how as a 20-year-old student she had the opportunity to gain work experience in New York. The day after her arrival, she was sent to the office of the New York Post thinking she'd be making the tea, and on arrival was set to work writing as a features journalist, doing double-page spreads. And of course, the rest is history. Please remember also, you are lifelong members of our community here at Salford. We will keep in touch and want to hear from you, to celebrate your successes, to work with you, and to support you wherever and whenever we can. It is a great pleasure for me to be able to congratulate you on behalf of the school on your graduation. Your success is a very special achievement, especially given the problems associated with the past 2 years, and you've done extremely well. Whilst it has been an exciting year for our school, it has also been a year of significant achievement for the university as a whole. And as such, I'm very pleased to introduce our presiding officer for this ceremony, Vice-Chancellor, Professor Helen Marshall. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. Distinguished guests and graduates, as Vice-Chancellor of the University of Salford, I'm delighted to welcome you all here today. We're here to congratulate you all as our next generation of graduates and to wish you well and to tell you just how proud we are. Today marks the culmination not just of the hard work that you've done at Salford, but a lifetime of study, because this is, in many cases, culminating years at school, college, and now university. And believe me, these celebrations have been a long time coming. I can't tell you how frustrated I've been over the last couple of years not being able to do graduations. It's been hard yards, if I'm honest. So it's fantastic not only to welcome the class of 2021, but also the class of 2020 and see you all here in these graduation ceremonies. All of us, everyone in the room, has been affected by COVID one way or another. And your achievements today, having come through studying during COVID, if you go all the way back to March 2020, and then you come into September 2020, September 21, you having a long period of disruption. And that teaches you a lot of resilience. So it's a real privilege and honour to share this day with you all. May I also extend a warm welcome to all your families and friends, whether you've come from just down the road or you've travelled a long, long way to get here. Welcome to the University of Salford, and we hope that you enjoy your day as well. And I hope all of you, everyone in the room, takes away something really special from today. So your university journey is a pivotal moment in your life. Alongside your studies, you will have shaped your views of the world, you will have been exposed to a whole range of people from different disciplines, different backgrounds, different countries, staff teaching you with different views, making you think. You will have developed intellectually, personally, and also socially, we hope. Not too much socially, of course. Whether you're now moving on to further studies or employment, doesn't matter. You've got the skills, and coming through COVID, you've got the resilience. And you need to use the opportunities that those experiences have afforded you to go forward in your life in a positive way. Not, oh, COVID was terrible, it was this, it was that, and the other. Think about what you learnt. Hang on a minute, I got through this in COVID. This is what it was like, and I did pretty good. Use that and be positive. My own career started a while back, even though I'm only 39 really. I sat in the audience like you, waiting for the Vice-Chancellor to stop rambling on so I could get my degree. And then I thought, hang on a minute, I was looking at the stage, looking at the steps, and looking at my heels, which were about 2 foot long, thinking, why on earth did I wear these shoes? Particularly as the stage I was about to cross was planks of wood with little gaps in between them. which if you've got stiletto shoes on is not the best way to cross the stage, trust me. And my lasting memory of graduation is being frightened of falling over. Don't have that as your lasting memory of today. One of my other really good experiences as a student was we did a charitable hitchhike. And I was a law student, did a charitable hitchhike, and we hitchhiked, and you got sponsored for however many miles you managed to hitchhike. We ended up in the Netherlands, the three of us, which we thought was absolutely amazing. We thought, whoa, you know, we've really done it. And then we had to figure out how to get back. And 3 days later, we turned up, and our lecturers were not impressed with us because we'd missed a whole raft of classes. But we did raise a lot of money for the charity. It was for a cancer charity, and we did very well. Following university, I went into legal practice, and I was a corporate lawyer. That was my interest, corporate law, mergers, takeovers, corporate law. And I went to legal practice. This is 1981. And I was put in the probate department, and I was appointed to go into the corporate law department. Then I was put in the family law department, and I said, whoa, hang on a minute. What's going on here? Oh, well, you're a woman. You're better here, not in corporate law. And I said, well, forget that. And I got an opportunity to go back to the University of Birmingham and do some research that government had sponsored into mergers and takeovers and competition law. And I did some part-time teaching while I was doing the research. And I thought, wow, I really enjoy this. Really, really enjoyed it. Then got a teaching job. Did I think I would stand here as Vice-Chancellor of this great university? No, I didn't. That was never the plan. There was never a plan. But every job I got to a point where I thought, hang on a minute, I'm here now. I need to move on because I've done this job. I've got it under control. It's all there. What's the next step? What's the next step? And I ended up as Vice-Chancellor of this university, and it's fantastic. It's a privilege and an honour to do it. One final thing. I've observed lots of people in my time, and I've concluded there's 3 types. People who make things happen, people who watch things happen, and people who wonder what happened. Now, you guys have got to work out which one of those you're going to be. Because go out there and make things happen. Your skills, your drive, your resilience, your abilities, you've got it. Go out there, take it by the scruff of the neck, and do it. So, just a few things that the university's doing. I mean, if you've been walking around the university recently, you'll see it looks a little bit like a building site in places. We've managed to do some fantastic stuff, very much around Industry 4.0, and we've got some more in the pipeline to come. So we are building a new science and engineering building. We want a 21st century industry-focused, industry-orientated, laboratory-based building, not a very traditional academic space. So we're building that building. Energy House 2, because we want a green economy, and we want housing to be green. We want it to be carbon neutral. And we're building Energy House. You'll see a Barratt House has gone up on the corner. That's not us building a house on campus, by the way. It's a Barratt House, and it's called the Z House, because Z stands for zero. And that house can operate with 0 carbon emissions, and it's an experiment. And they've built it on the campus, and they're experimenting in it for 2 years to see how it all works. Now, we are really supporting the construction industry in Energy House 2 and with the Barratt House in order to have housing development going forward that is carbon neutral. So we're doing some fantastic stuff at the university in the research space, but we're also contributing to the wider world in terms of green, 0 energy emissions. So I want to contribute. It's not just about, it's being meaningful as a university. And the final thing I want to say in terms of what we've achieved is in the comprehensive spending review, we put a bid in with Salford City Council for something called the RISE, which is a flyover from the campus, goes across the railway line into the Innovation District. And that will allow us to join up the Innovation District. It's £13 million. Did we think we'd get it? Not really. So we thought, well, let's stick it in and see what happens. We got it. So we're going to build the RISE, which will completely join the campus. It'll be a broad walk, and you'll be able to walk over, and we're going to put picnic tables out there and coffee stalls and all that kind of thing, and you'll be able to join the whole campus up with the Innovation District. So those are the sorts of things we've been doing. So, I've worked the team pretty hard during COVID. Don't just manage COVID, we keep going with our strategic objectives and we keep putting stuff on the ground. And we've done incredibly well. We've landed some fantastic things. And we've got a couple more. In fact, as I'm stood here now, I've got a team back in the office being interviewed by the DFE for a £16 million grant for an Institute of Technology in the final interview. They're all really nervous. I said I couldn't go on the interview because I had to do graduation. They were not impressed. Anyway, I'm sure they'll be fine. Just a few things about some of our graduates and what they've achieved. Salford graduate Hannah Russell, MBE, she's secured bronze and gold medals in the Tokyo 2020 Paralympics. Craig Easton was named Photographer of the Year in the prestigious Sony World Photography Awards. Nicolette Peel was made an MBE in recognition of her work for the charity Mummy's Start, which supports pregnant women with cancer. And Maeve O'Sullivan, who completed an MA in children's TV production, was awarded a BAFTA for a film that she produced. Those are the things our students have gone out there and grabbed. Absolutely fantastic. And all of you can do any of that. You go out there, take the world by the scruff of the neck and get on with it. It's a really exciting time for us. And our staff alongside me here have guided you through your university journey, and your supporters, your friends and family who have supported you. And if you're anything like my kids, that involves cash now and again, because it's hard yards financially at the moment for students, we know that. So I think all the support you've received from staff and your family and friends deserve a bit of recognition. So could I please ask all our graduates to stand for a minute and give your friends, family and staff a round of applause, please. Okay, thank you. Please be seated. Now, in a moment, you will pass across the stage. Remember it in your mind when you're walking across. Don't be nervous. We're all normal people up here, honest. Just enjoy yourself. Smile, enjoy yourself. I'm sorry I can't shake your hands at the moment because of COVID. So enjoy your walk across and receiving your degree award. Keep in touch with us. Don't disappear. Keep in touch with us. We want to keep in touch with all our graduates. We have a lot of alumni around the world, and keeping in touch with us and giving you support and help in certain areas, and you coming in and supporting our future graduates in certain areas. The whole world is working to build a better future right now, and you're a vital part of that. With the skills you have, you will go out there and be part of the 21st century workforce. It's a different world, and post-COVID, I think it's going to be even more different. I think we're going to be moving at quite speed in terms of new things. So I shall finish by saying this to each and every graduate. Be proud of what you've achieved. Be bold in your aspirations. The future is now yours to make and take. As we like to say at Salford, go out there and become unstoppable. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you.
We will now commence the presentation of the undergraduate awards from the School of Arts, Media and Creative Technology. Each student will be presented individually for their award. I would like to invite Paul Vivian, Director of Art and Design at the Salford School of Arts, Media and Creative Technology, to present these awards.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of Salford School of Arts, Media and Creative Technology, I present for the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Costume Design, Eleanor Bleasdale. Ella Cornthwaite, sorry. Katie Deegan. Evangeline Dickinson. Sophie Morrissey. Brendan Arecki for Bachelor of Arts with Honours Fashion Design. Chloe Sarah Drake Atkins. Lauren Josephine Burson. Holly Jo Karan Tuff. Seth Udine. Lois Gambles. Sahar Karapina. Charlotte McCready. Kate Neal. Rose Park. Emily Renshaw. Giovanna Scott. Emily Beth Shewan. Mark Jason Navora Buendia. Darcy Maya Victoria Dagnall. Aurora Scarlett Violet Dixon. Alexandra Guthridge. Ryan Greenwood. Lucy Alex Grouden. Nina Hill. Stanimir Ivanov. Ewan Job. Melissa Gism Kurt. Madeline Lewis Brown. Charlotte Elizabeth Meller. Andrew Maloney. Elizabeth Rimmer. Bethany Ralphwell. Ruben Sharesta. And Bethany West. Now, Bachelor of Arts with Honours Fashion, Image Making and Styling. Grace Eleanor Rose Baisley. Eleanor Braun. Natalie Butler. Laura Cobham. Ethan James Hogan. Mia Alexandra Jones. Tule Kader. Antonia Owens, Hannah Turner, Megan Watson, Kate Yeomans, Georgia Cunningham, Alexandra Curtis, Elizabeth Duncan, Kira Jade Edwards, Eve Catherine Greck, Jessica Janvier, Anna Rachel Lunt, Tegan Reese Malt, Ellie Walker, and Georgia May Wilson. And now Bachelor of Arts with Honours Film, TV and Stage Design, Amy Beard, Jessica Kenner, Eleanor Beth Valentine, and now Bachelor of Arts with Honours Fine Art, Johanna Rachel Biscayda Bangayan, Abigail Elliott, Kaylee Ann Ferrand, Jack Higgins, Rachel Holiday, Emily Jane Moss, Deborah Onabanjo, Imogen Porter, Kaylee Williams, Fahima Akhtar, Maria Anastasiou, Amelia Claudia Victoria Cholko, Tioni Elliott, Afsana Jahan, and Leah Rizzo. And now Bachelor of Arts with Honours Graphic Design, Emma Bardsley, Chloe Berrigan, Ben Brumpton, Anna Claffey, Jasmine Danielle Craven, Molly Davies, Morris Davies, Sol Duffin, Michaela Hall, Megan Alice Harvey, Nathan Holland, Amy Louise Jones, Ryan Jones, Jamal Kalembek, Elizabeth Kershaw, George Lee, Georgina Marsden, Kofi Nelson, Molly Emma Nugent, Chloe Ann Robinson, Joseph Swain, Millicent Alice Whitehouse, Mariam Yasmin, Kadia Adam, Charlotte Allen, Dempsey Clark, Nathan Colony, Ellie Mae Dodgson, Luke Drummond, Olivia Dyer, Bethany Niam Galini, Sophia Graney, Reese Hawkins, Callum Jack Hunter, Sabia Katan, Nikona Lodkowska, Matthew James Rimmer, Agatha Podorska. Matthew James Rimmer, Basirat Oswa Tahir, Abigail West, and Matthew Whitley.
We will now continue the presentation of the undergraduate awards from the School of Arts, Media and Creative Technology. Each student again will be presented individually for their award. I would like to invite Gemma Moran, Programme Leader for Fashion, Business and Promotion of the Salford School of Arts and Media and Creative Technology, to present these awards.
Vice-Chancellor, on behalf of the Salford School of Arts, Media and Creative Technology, I present the award of Bachelor of Arts with Honours Interior Design, Elizabeth Louise Hagan. Becca Lucy Hitchin. Abigail Laura Latchford. Hannah Morton. Amy Newham. Caitlin O'Donnell. Anum Tasmin Sharif. Carolina Bargiel. Louise Brown. Emma Louise Ferry. Monet Katun Grant Chowdhury. Ellie Rebecca Malloy. Huda Osman. Fatima Kushiri. Sophie Simmons-Powell. For the Bachelor of Arts with Honours Photography, Caitlin Sheila Jennifer Bellis. Bobby Jo Hodkinson. Abigail Philippa Howie. Mushammad Salima Kanoum. Natasha Reynolds. Samantha Roberts. Holly Anna Walsh. Holly White. Natalie Ann Brinksman White. Abigail Carter. Shannon Coffey. Megan Cope. Emily Catherine Cowell. Laura Frodsham. Melissa Elizabeth Grimes. Lily Lofthouse. Lucy Jane Longworth. Jonathan Mallison. Emily Seddon. For the Bachelor of Arts with Honours Technical Theatre Production and Design, Luke Chandler. Corey Conlon. Eleanor Grace Dare. Mitchell Dowley. Aidan Ford. For the Foundation Degree Arts, Media Makeup for Fashion, Evie Balm. Natasha Celine Hutton. Nicole O'Brien. Lydia Georgina Peckett. Storm Thompson. Catherine Wooler. Jodie McConnell. Comfort Admamarigba Olatunji Oyen. Victoria Shaw. For the Bachelor of Arts Fashion Design, Dania Almeida. Kayla Mullings. For the Foundation Degree Arts Media Makeup for Fashion, Rihanna Kitchen.
Graduates and guests, that concludes the presentation of the awards. Before I invite the Vice-Chancellor to close the ceremony, please can I ask all guests to remain seated until the graduates have left their seats. I would now like to invite the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Helen Marshall, to close the ceremony.
Well, that was fantastic. Just makes my day. Really enjoyed it. Thank you. On behalf of the University of Salford, I should like to offer my sincere congratulations to each and every one of you today. Please can I ask everyone else in the room to join me in a round of applause for our graduates. Graduates, would you all please stand? Just the graduates. Now, You now officially graduated, so please put on your hats. I declare this ceremony closed. May I invite everyone in the room to please stand while the procession exits. Thank you very much.